Dealerships and manufacturers have been feeding you maintenance lies for decades, which results into an empty wallet and your car struggling to reach 100,000 miles. That's why, today, I'm sharing the truthful and honest tricks that'll make your car last over 300,000 miles. Habit number 1, idling actually ruins your car engine. Think you're helping your engine by letting it idle for 10 minutes on cold mornings. You're actually causing more harm than good. And here's why professional mechanics never recommend long warm-ups. Modern engines are designed to warm up while driving, not while sitting still. Extended idling actually dilutes your oil with unburned fuel, causes carbon buildup, and wastes gas. The professional technique is to start your car, wait 30 seconds for oil pressure to build, then drive gently until your temperature gauge reaches normal. Professional fleet managers know this because they maintain thousands of vehicles. Gentle driving for the first few minutes allows all components to warm up evenly, while idling only warms the engine block and leaves other critical parts cold. This technique reduces engine wear, improves fuel economy, and prevents the carbon deposits that plague engines with poor warm-up habits. What's really surprising is that this modern approach actually gets you moving faster than traditional warm-ups. While your neighbor is sitting in their driveway burning gas for 10 minutes, you're already on the road with your engine warming up naturally and efficiently. Professional drivers know that movement equals warmth. You'd be surprised by this next secret. Your tire rotation can ruin your car. Most people think tire rotation means moving tires from front to back, but professional mechanics use a specific cross pattern that dramatically extends tire life. For front-wheel drive cars, move the front tires straight back and cross the rear tires to the opposite front positions. For rear-wheel drive, do the opposite. This pattern ensures even wear across all 4 tires because each position puts different stresses on the rubber. Professional tire shops use this pattern because it can extend tire life by up to 25%. Tires that would normally last 40,000 miles can go 50,000 or more with proper rotation every 6,000 miles. The science works because it prevents the irregular wear patterns that develop when tires stay in the same position too long. One set of tires, instead of replacing them in pairs, saves hundreds of dollars. Here's what makes this even better. Proper tire rotation also improves your car's handling and safety. When all 4 tires wear evenly, your car tracks straight, brakes evenly, and handles predictably in emergency situations. Professional drivers never skip tire rotation because consistent handling could save your life. Trust me, this next one will shock you. The fluid check temperature secret. Here's a professional mechanic's secret that could prevent catastrophic engine failure. Always check your fluids when the engine is at the right temperature, not when it's cold or hot. For engine oil, check it 5 minutes after shutting off a warm engine. This gives the oil time to settle back into the pan, but still be warm enough to give accurate readings. Cold oil readings are falsely low, while hot engine checks can be dangerous and inaccurate. Professional mechanics know that coolant should only be checked when the engine is completely cold, never when hot. Removing a hot radiator cap can cause severe burns from pressurized coolant that can reach over 200 degrees. This temperature timing prevents false readings that lead to overfilling or underfilling fluids, both of which can cause expensive damage to your engine. Professional mechanics also know that consistent checking habits are more important than perfect timing. It's better to check your oil every weekend at the same time, even if conditions aren't perfect, than to wait for ideal conditions and forget to check for months. Regular monitoring catches problems before they become disasters. If you made it here, we'd appreciate liking the video. It'll help us do more car tips and tricks videos. You won't believe what trick number 1 could do. It would make your engine unstoppable. Anyways, get ready to have your mind blown by this next feature. The parking brake transmission saver. Most drivers throw their car into park before coming to a complete stop, but this habit is literally destroying your transmission and costing you thousands in repairs. Here's the professional technique that mechanics use. Always come to a complete stop. Apply your parking brake first, then shift into park. This prevents the weight of your car from resting on your transmission's parking pal, which is just a small metal pin that was never designed to hold your entire vehicle. Professional mechanics see parking pal damage regularly because most drivers do it backwards. When you shift into park first, you're putting thousands of pounds of stress on a component that costs thousands to replace. Plus, when you don't use your parking brake regularly, the cables can deteriorate and it might let you down in an emergency, This simple habit change can extend your transmission life by years and save you from one of the most expensive car repairs possible. The best part about this technique is that it becomes automatic after just a few weeks of practice. Professional drivers do it without thinking because the muscle memory develops quickly. Once you experience how smoothly your car shifts out of park when you do this correctly, you'll never go back to the old way. Wait until you hear about this next hidden gem. The seasonal fluid viscosity switch. Professional mechanics adjust fluid viscosities seasonally to extend component life, but most drivers never realize different seasons require different approaches. In winter, use slightly thinner oils that flow better in cold temperatures. Your engine gets most of its wear during cold starts when thick oil takes time to circulate. Thinner winter oil reduces this critical wear period. In summer, slightly thicker oils provide better protection at high temperatures. Hot weather breaks down oil faster, so higher viscosity oils maintain their protective properties longer during extreme heat. Professional fleet managers do this because it can extend engine life by thousands of miles. The oil that's perfect for July might be too thick for January starts, causing unnecessary wear every cold morning. Check your owner's manual for seasonal oil recommendations, and you'll give your engine the protection it needs year-round. This strategy becomes even more important as your car ages. Older engines with more wear benefit tremendously from seasonal oil adjustments because their tolerances are looser and they need every advantage they can get. Professional fleet managers swear by this technique for extending the life of high-mileage vehicles. This next one is absolutely incredible. It would definitely surprise you. The fuel additive timing strategy. Professional mechanics use fuel additives at specific times and intervals to prevent expensive fuel system repairs, not just randomly when problems occur. Add fuel system cleaner every 3,000 miles before problems develop, not after. This prevents the carbon buildup and injector clogging that causes rough idle, poor performance, and expensive repairs. Use fuel stabilizer if your car sits for more than 30 days. Gasoline starts degrading immediately and can cause starting problems, rough running, and fuel system damage in just a few months. Professional mechanics know that prevention costs pennies compared to repairs. A $5 bottle of fuel system cleaner can prevent $500 in injector cleaning or replacement. Time your additives with oil changes so you remember to do them, and you'll prevent the fuel system problems that leave drivers stranded. The secret timing professionals use is to add fuel system cleaner to a nearly empty tank, then fill up immediately. This creates maximum concentration as the cleaner circulates through your entire fuel system. It's like giving your fuel injectors a deep cleaning treatment that reaches every component. You won't believe what the next secret feature could do. The battery terminal protection technique. Here's a professional trick that can double your battery life. Protect your terminals with a technique that prevents the corrosion that kills most batteries prematurely. After cleaning your battery terminals with baking soda and water, apply a thin coat of petroleum jelly or battery terminal protector spray. This prevents the white, powdery corrosion that creates resistance and makes your battery work harder. Professional mechanics also know to check that your battery is properly secured. A loose battery bounces around and damages its internal plates, shortening its life dramatically. The hold-down clamp should be snug but not over-tightened. Clean terminals and proper mounting can extend battery life from 3 years to 5 or more. That's hundreds of dollars saved and fewer roadside emergencies. Professional mechanics also recommend checking your battery's manufacture date, which is usually stamped on a sticker or molded into the case. Batteries typically last 3 to 5 years, regardless of maintenance. So knowing the age helps you plan for replacement before you get stranded. Replace batteries proactively, not reactively. Prepare to be amazed by this next trick. The air filter inspection method. Most drivers wait until their air filter looks completely black, but professional mechanics use a light test that reveals when replacement is actually needed. Hold your air filter up to a bright light. If you can't see light through most of the filter material, it's restricting airflow and reducing engine performance. A dirty filter makes your engine work harder and use more fuel. Professional mechanics also check the rubber seal around the filter. A cracked or damaged seal allows unfiltered air to bypass the filter entirely, sending dirt straight into your engine. This dirt acts like sandpaper on internal components. Replace your air filter when it fails the light test, not when it's completely black. This simple test can improve fuel economy by up to 10% and prevent premature engine wear. Professional mechanics know that air filter condition affects more than just fuel economy. A dirty filter also reduces air conditioning efficiency because the engine works harder and generates more heat. Clean airflow keeps everything in your engine bay cooler and running more efficiently. This next one would definitely shock you. The tire pressure monitoring secret. Professional tire technicians check tire pressure with a specific technique that reveals problems weeks before they become dangerous blowouts. Check tire pressure when tires are cold, meaning the car hasn't been driven for at least 3 hours. Hot tires give false readings that can be off by 5 psi or more, leading to dangerous underinflation. Professional mechanics also check the spare tire monthly because it loses pressure faster than mounted tires. A flat spare is useless in an emergency when you need it most. Use a quality digital gauge instead of the pencil-style gauges that are notoriously inaccurate. Professional shops use digital gauges because accuracy can mean the difference between safe driving and a dangerous blowout. Proper tire pressure improves fuel economy by up to 3% and prevents the blowouts that cause thousands of accidents every year. Here's something that will surprise you. Proper tire pressure also extends your tire life dramatically. Underinflated tires wear on the edges. Overinflated tires wear in the center. But properly inflated tires wear evenly across the entire tread surface. This even wear can add thousands of miles to your tire life. Trust me, you'll be shocked by this next one. The brake fluid moisture test. Here's a professional technique that can prevent brake failure. Test your brake fluid for moisture contamination that makes brakes dangerous over time. Brake fluid naturally absorbs moisture from the air, and water-contaminated brake fluid can boil during hard braking, causing complete brake failure. Professional mechanics test brake fluid moisture content with special strips that change color. You can do a basic test yourself. Healthy brake fluid is clear to light amber, while contaminated fluid is dark brown or black. If your brake fluid is dark, it needs immediate replacement. Professional emergency responders know that brake failure due to moisture contamination causes serious accidents. Most brake fluid should be replaced every 2 years, regardless of mileage. Don't wait for brake problems to develop. Test and replace brake fluid on schedule to prevent the failures that cause accidents. Professional racing teams change brake fluid before every major event because they know that brake performance is literally life or death. While you don't need to change it that often, adopting their mindset of treating brake maintenance as a safety priority rather than a convenience will keep you safer on the road. Get ready for something truly amazing. The coolant system pressure test. Professional mechanics use a pressure test technique that reveals coolant system leaks before they cause expensive overheating damage. Your cooling system operates under pressure to raise the boiling point of coolant. Small leaks that you can't see when the engine is cold become obvious under pressure when the system is hot. Professional mechanics know that a cooling system that loses pressure slowly has a leak somewhere that will eventually cause overheating. Early detection prevents the engine damage that costs thousands to repair. You can spot early problems by checking your coolant reservoir level weekly. If it's consistently dropping even slightly, you have a leak that needs professional attention before it becomes a roadside emergency. A small coolant leak caught early might cost $50 to fix, while ignoring it until the engine overheats can cost thousands in engine damage. Professional mechanics also recommend knowing your engine's normal operating temperature. Most cars run between 195 and 220 degrees Fahrenheit when fully warmed up. If your temperature gauge starts reading higher than normal, even if it's not in the red zone yet, pull over and investigate immediately. You won't believe what this next hack can actually do to your car. It makes it last almost forever. The drive belt inspection technique. Professional mechanics use a specific inspection technique that prevents the drive belt failures that leave drivers stranded on the roadside. Check your drive belts for cracks, fraying, or glazing every few months. Professional mechanics know that belts usually show warning signs weeks before they actually break. The critical inspection points are the inside grooves where most cracking starts. Use a flashlight to check for small cracks that run perpendicular to the belt length. These cracks indicate the belt is nearing failure. Professional mechanics also listen for belt squealing, which indicates either loose tension or a worn belt that's slipping. A squealing belt is a warning that failure is coming soon. Replace belts at the first sign of wear because a broken drive belt can leave you stranded and cause damage to other engine components that depend on belt-driven accessories. Professional mechanics recommend carrying a spare drive belt in your trunk, especially on older vehicles. or if you frequently drive long distances in remote areas. Modern serpentine belts are relatively inexpensive, and having a spare could turn a roadside disaster into a minor inconvenience if you know how to change it. This next secret is absolutely useful to your car engines, allowing you to avoid expensive car repairs. The cabin air filter cleaning secret. Here's a professional trick that can save you money. Clean your cabin air filter instead of always replacing it, but only if you know the right technique. Most cabin air filters can be cleaned 2 or 3 times before replacement if you use compressed air to blow them clean from the inside out. This prevents pushing dirt deeper into the filter material. Professional mechanics know that a dirty cabin air filter makes your air conditioning work harder, reducing efficiency and shortening compressor life. It also reduces air quality inside your car. However, never wash cabin air filters with water unless they're specifically designed for washing. Most filters use materials that break down when wet, making them completely useless. Clean your cabin air filter every few months and replace it annually. This simple maintenance improves air quality and extends the life of your expensive air conditioning system. Professional HVAC technicians know that a clean cabin air filter also prevents bad odors from developing in your car's ventilation system. When filters get clogged, moisture gets trapped and creates musty smells that are expensive to eliminate. Regular filter maintenance keeps your car smelling fresh and clean. And finally, the #1 secret that you've been waiting for. This trick would save you thousands in car repairs. You won't want to miss it. The battery life extension formula. Professional mechanics use a simple baking soda technique that can double your battery life by preventing the corrosion that kills most batteries prematurely. Mix 1 tablespoon of baking soda with 1 cup of warm water to create a cleaning solution that neutralizes the acid corrosion on battery terminals. This corrosion creates resistance that makes your battery work harder and fail sooner. Professional fleet managers clean battery terminals every 6 months because clean connections can extend battery life from 3 years to 6 or more. The baking soda neutralizes acid and prevents further corrosion. After cleaning with baking soda solution, rinse with clean water and dry thoroughly. Then apply a thin coat of petroleum jelly to prevent future corrosion. This 5-minute maintenance procedure twice a year can save you hundreds of dollars in premature battery replacements and prevent those embarrassing roadside breakdowns. Professional auto detailers also use this baking soda technique to clean battery acid spills and corrosion from the surrounding area. The alkaline baking soda neutralizes the acid and prevents it from eating through metal components or wiring harnesses near the battery. It's like giving your entire battery area a protective treatment. What really makes this technique powerful is that you can actually see it working in real time. As you apply the baking soda solution, you'll notice it fizzing and bubbling where it contacts the acid corrosion. That's the chemical reaction neutralizing the harmful acid. Professional mechanics love this visual confirmation because it shows exactly where the worst corrosion was hiding, even in spots that looked clean to the naked eye. Retriclord can make mistakes. Please double-check responses. Now for a bonus trick, the dashboard warning light trick. Not all warning lights are created equal, and professional mechanics have a hierarchy that could save your engine from catastrophic failure. Red lights mean stop driving immediately. This includes oil pressure, temperature, and brake warning lights. These indicate problems that can destroy your engine or make your car unsafe in minutes, not miles. Yellow or orange lights mean get it checked soon, but you can usually drive to a safe location. This includes check engine lights, tire pressure warnings, and service reminders. These problems won't cause immediate failure, but need attention. Professional emergency responders know that ignoring red warning lights causes the expensive failures they see on the roadside. The oil pressure light alone can prevent a $5,000 engine replacement if you stop driving when it comes on. Learn this hierarchy, and you'll never again wonder whether that light is serious enough to pull over immediately. The most dangerous mistake new drivers make is treating all warning lights the same. Professional mechanics have seen engines destroyed because drivers thought the oil pressure light was just another reminder like a service light. Remember, when in doubt, red lights mean stop, yellow lights mean plan to stop soon, but keep your engine running. Do you know any other ways to help your car last longer? Let us know in the comments below. If you found it useful yourself and want to see more like it in the future, don't forget to hit the like button. Click this video if you want to see more car tips that mechanics don't tell you. could save you thousands in car repairs. Trust me, you will not regret it.